Bitcoin is going to zero. Over. You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode with Trading Video. I got my buddies here in the chat. How is it going, Kelly? Welcome, great to have you here. Let's get to intuition. JBKDGT. By the way, guys, I just entered a long, well, 30 minutes ago, almost 30 minutes ago. Let's go check that out really quickly, and then we come back and shout you out because, dude, this is gonna be a little danger, Will Robinson, but still, I'm already into a trade. Let's go check that out really quickly. All right. What's up, guys? So let's really quickly go over here. So as you can see right here on this previous candle, I really wanted to just wait, but things start moving, and well, I needed to jump in. You know me, like I was just like Solana, like, dude, come on. But there we go. We have all of the signals here. Remember that we were talking about yesterday about the True 7, right? Let me go over here, turn on the main oscillator so we don't see the main oscillator shape, all right? And we're going to be seeing, or we're going to be focusing on the True 7. Here is the True 7 is this very tiny, almost invisible line in here. This is, for me, a leading indicator, all right? So the point is, hey, I first see the thing flat out perfect, and then I look into, hey, is it neon? Yes, it's a neon color. All right, perfect. That did get me really excited, right? And then I start draw my trend line. Remember, nothing beats a good trend line, like in here. There we go, like nothing big, a good friend in the party. Let's get it. And well, then in here, after that, I start seeing a little bit money flow going up, my volume going up. Perfect breakout. All right, within the same candle retest. Man, I really want to long it. Let's see if I can hold it. Let's see if I can hold it. No, it's already too late, and let me show you why. Right here, that's where I turn on my oscillator, right? We remember that we also were looking for the flip of the ribbon. Remember, yesterday we were in here. Let's call it out. We were in here, and throughout today we had this drop down. All right, so basically over here, almost a flip of the ribbon complete. I was expecting to go a little bit lower. We have a triple divergence in here, and finally, well, as we're breaking through, look at that, we turn green on our oscillator. That's not definitive buy, because we have had it before. Yeah, I mean, despite we have gone up in here, right, a little bit. Well, oh, come on, the thing is right here, we have the breakout. Look at that, the breakout happening here. I waited for the candle close, basically right there. I tried to hold it as much as I could, and well, then the candle was closed. I opened it up at the top of the candle, and then set my stop loss right here, somewhere where these candles are, right? So my stop loss is already at 106. Important, guys, important. Seems like right now this candle, if it closes, it's gonna be my very first candle in the green. All right, so if that is the case, I'm gonna be moving my stop to entry. Not quite there yet. I need to respect my rules, right? This is important. This is very important, because we could be into a double bottom scenario. These kind of movements to the downside, strong movements to the downside, all right, it tend to have a double bottom or a higher low scenario, all right? So despite I'm trying to jump into my signal, this can come back around and try to kick me in the ass, all right? I'm not gonna let it. As soon as possible, I'm gonna be taking 50% out of that trade. I'm gonna be moving my stop to entry, and then if it comes back down, I re-enter. Perfect. So market tried to give you limes, you just go and burn that market's house down, right? If you remember that video game, let's go. You are as old as me, or even older. Let me know in the side chat. Hey, did you got that reference? What game is it? Also, there's no cake at the end. Let me know. Dude, I do remember back in the day, I used to have I know a little hint. There was some turrets turrets. Sounds in that game, dude, hilarious. And I use them as my ringtones. They were fantastic. People look at me like really weird because back in the day that video game was kind of like very famous, but just like in the nerd community, right? But let me know if you actually remember that video game. Let's see if I can find it without giving too much of a hint. Let's see. No one. Come on. It is turrets. Oh man, I just need to type it. I don't know how else I can do that. It's Portal. In fact, Portal 1 or Portal 2, right? Portal 2 turrets, something like that, right? So there we go. All turrets version Portal. Dude, those turrets were all freaking hilarious. And well, there also you got the hey, there's no cake at the end. And also, what was it? Yeah, the sounds of the inverter of that guy that said, hey, if life give you what lemons, you go and burn life house down to the ground. Hey, good evening, LC. That indicator guy. Oh, thank you, my friend. Really appreciate it. uTorrent. What we're talking about uTorrent? uTorrent was uTorrent. Oh man, uTorrent. That was, I downloaded so many things in there. Oh, love it. All right. So now that we have gone over Bitcoin, I'm a little more all right, chilled out with this. So in case you did enter on the signal right here, we were talking about this yesterday and today in the morning. Just wanted to actually go over as quick as possible and, you know, like set up the plan. The plan is, hey, as soon as we close this candle, move your stop to entry, take some of your money because we are going to be looking for a very possible double bottom scenario. After we come back down strongly, all right, we tend to have this kind of double bottom scenario, right? So this is, I don't think that this is going to be an exception, and we can still go even lower based on the 4-hour time frame. So keep an eye on it. Me too, Piper Guy. uTorrent. Love it. You guys are fantastic. Why are you? What's it? Howard's house. Let's see. What's my? I don't know. What's my Howard's house? I'm not sure. I actually would, if you got me to pick, I would actually pick Slytherin. I don't identify with the VLAN or anything like that, but you know what? They kind of like dark magic that went in there. Dude, I don't know. I'm that kind of guy that, oh man, I don't know. Let me talk about that a little bit. Maybe you also understand a little more my personality and why I take the trades the way that I take it. I am that guy that likes to be right in the line between right and wrong. All right. When I always have the chance, I always speak the right. All right. But like, for example, home defense here in Mexico, right? We have very strict pew pew rules. Like dead, like dude, it's just incredible. All right. So why or how can I, without breaking the rules, right? How can I circumvent that? Back in the day, not anymore. You could go for PCP, right? So I got like a 50 cal or something like that. Dude, it was like phenomenal because since they were not regulated, I could even get some shit much more powerful, right? Military grade powerful, I would say, even, right? At the cost of really being, I mean, I'm not going to be in battle here, right? But like, kind of like that, right? Let's see. He has pew pews rule. Dude, right now, you gotta be kidding me, but yes. Right now, they actually, I don't know if they looked at my accounts, but now they ruled the shit out of this. Almost gotcha got ruled out. I mean, even what is it? With the little pellets that you shoot each other, plastic pellets or plastic little shits, right? Now you cannot just take the toy out of public because you get arrested. So you need to transport it on your trunk, unload it, right? No batteries, no plastic balls, and then in the plastic balls they go faster than, right? You can actually get, dude, at a ginormous fine. It's freaking crazy. Now I'm looking at coil pew pews. So, dude, they're expensive and not that powerful, but maybe, just maybe I can get this. All right, let's go to the beginning here. Let me go to the standalone here and let's properly send you some welcome, because you guys are the most important part of the channel. I just really wanted to go over the almost just freshly opened Bitcoin trade, all right? Because we're talking about yesterday night. We refreshed that today morning, talking about, hey, we could be having a pump and then a dump, right? We have a little bit more to go to the downside, but breaking the trend line and having that flip of the ribbon and breaking through changed it in the 30 minutes, all right? So wanted to go over that. All right, so let me get started at the beginning of the daily number one. My trade, my gaming bot, right into each and in the house. JB, welcome. Hey, DGT, what's up, my friend? Thank you so much for spending a lot of your time here. Get it, bro. Dude Dub in the house. What's up, Dude Dub? Great to have you around. Thanks so much for spending a little bit of your time here with me. Jesse, what's up, Jesse? I know that it's like, what is it, 5:40 in the morning where you are, brother. I really appreciate taking the time here with me. Really appreciate it, brother. I know it's very late. JR here, my gaming buddy, and also, dude, we always share trades. Yeah, quote unquote. We keep doing the same kind of like a trades. It always amazes me. That's fantastic. And by the way, guys, if you haven't checked, go check him out on the Discord, dude. What is it? What was it? What it was like 80? What was it? I just shared it, right? 87% win rate, bro. Dude, fucking rocking. You're freaking rocking, man. That's fantastic. Go check him out. Go check out his trades. We also have Shubam in the house. What's it going, my friend? Welcome. Great to have you around. Who else we got in here? JB, what is up, bro? Welcome. Who else we got that I have not yet shout out? And other than that, double shout out to all of you guys. Trade intuition to the up. What's up? OC has to talk in the mic. The sound is poor. All right, if I move, let's see. Test. Oh, I see what's going on here. 1 second. It's been limited my mic sound. Is it better? Is it better? Let me know. I think I'm clipping in this end. I think that should be it. Let me also check out my main mic. Test. I think it should be good. Not sure. Let me know. Good now. Perfect. Let's get it. Piper Army, what's up? Julka Piper Army. What am I missing? Oh, good, bro. Perfect. Ape Bread. What's up, bro? Welcome. It's when you read your mouth is not directly in front of the mic. But that didn't used to happen. In fact, I had my mic like all the way down there, and I was giving the classes like that. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe I need to readjust the volume thing that you showed me. Maybe that's it, right? All right, so let's get it. Let's get to the charts. Let's bring a couple of other things. Maybe we can go. Yeah, it's better. It was the rank of the mic. Yeah, let me actually maybe try to push it upwards here. I think that's it. All right, perfect. Ooh, what a trip. Thank you guys for letting me know. And one more thing before we continue really quickly. Thank you very much, honey. Really appreciate it. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh. All good now, Piper Academy. Thank you guys. Ooh, let me just show off my just recently made coffee. Thank you, honey. I asked her for a coffee, and it's hot. Dude, this is gonna be amazing. I say, if you are not drinking coffee, you better. All right, let's go get it. Enough with the configuration. Seems like everything is good. Gare, what's up, bro? Welcome. Great to have you around. Gare, we open up a trade. All right, be careful. Bitcoin. Let's go to the charts and check that out. Okay, we just talked about the trade that we just took, basically crossing over, looking at our leading indicator, which is our there you go, true 7. For that, I'm gonna turn off my main oscillator here, just so it's not in the way. Okay, and we're gonna be doing or analyzing the same thing that I analyzed the other way around, right? So we're flat, all right, not good. So if I start seeing this thing going down, take your profits, move your stop to entry, and that's it. All right. Leave a little bit inside just in case we have a, like a Jesus take the wheel trade. But at the end of it all, most likely we're going to be getting out of here. Very important. We trace a trend line. We have a trend line breakout. We were looking for the flip of the ribbon that we're going to be looking in a second. But we also have a triple divergence. We have our leading indicator going neon in here, right? Neon flat, then reversing up, going up, crossing over. Right, crossing over is in this candle right here. Okay, we have a good volume matrix, and then we see the oscillator. Let's go read the oscillator. Flip of the ribbon right here. Breaking through the trend line right there. Get rid of this circle. Crossing over right here. And then one candle close right there. Trying to hold it as much as I could. There you go. Candle close. Opening the trade. There we effing go. All right. So we're going to be aiming not that high. Previous highs in here where we open up our trade. Somewhere around these zones, to be honest. Somewhere around here. And let's bring up a couple of support and resistances. Let's see how is it showing. Harp in the house. How's it going? Fuck, I miss Solana at 179. Hey, dude, we talked about it. But yeah. Oh, man, don't worry. Let's go check out Solana. I think we're going to have another entry right there for Solana, by the way. But yeah, I think so. All right, Ada Ace. Yo, what's up, bro? Welcome, my other gaming buddy in the house. How is it going, Ada Ace? Welcome. All right, so as you can see right now, we're jamming into a resistance. So remember, we're almost there. It is 619, 630. Most likely, we're going to be closing that trade, or at least partial trade closed. All right, we're ramming to a resistance. All right, then our next area is going to be right here on the trend line, on the resistance in here. I think we might still have enough to maybe retrace within one candle or two and then blast through. But again, we're not going to be trusting the market. Let's go and take a look at TAO, because TAO, not on the weekly, but on the 30 minutes, I was expecting, there we go, an area. So something here, I was expecting a bounce. Did not pull it out, that bounce. Let's just get rid of it. Remember, we were looking for that flip with the ribbon, and then the breakout did not play out. So there it is. Something important about TAO. Oh, don't do that. All right. About TAO. It is the Wyckoff schematic. I believe that in TAO, we already are on the V-shaped recovery, and we're going to be having the AR retracement. All right. That's going to be important. Let's go back to TAO. Look at that. Then, oh, over here, let's copy this image. Let's go to TAO. Let's paste it in here. All right. Let's move it over here. And we have the going down, we have the little range, we have the V-shaped recovery, there we go. We have the AR higher or lower than our previous area right here. All right, it seems like we might be able to turn around. We still don't know. And let's see if we can turn off our main oscillator in here. Okay. And let's look for our leading indicator, which is the True 7. So True 7, how is True 7 looking? True 7 is flat. Money flow, it's rejecting, not good. All right. We are still curling around. Yes, we can do this, of course. But seems like to me, that, look at how we've been doing. We are in very low volume. That we could be somewhere like, come on, like for example in here, right? Something like that. Still, we need to be careful here. So it's a little bit too rounded, more rounded than I really like it to be. So again, be really careful. We're not going to be engaging into a trading here, but as soon as we see it clipping or turning back around, all right, like this, kind of like this, more like in here, because that's the area where it's happening. We're going to be shorting TAO just slightly. Let's go and take a look at how that slightly quote unquote shorting is going to be. Let's turn on the main oscillator setup. We're breaking through, but that also could lead to a possible fake out like in here. All right, important. When this analysis is going to be broken and we should be needing to look into a possible long, if we go higher, come back down, and then we start going upwards, that's when we start looking for the next actual long, or at the bottom with that flip of the ribbon. All right, so in the meantime, we get into our resistance. Let's of course bring up our indicators to see how is that looking. Let's just wait for TradingView to actually take its time. And in the meantime, we are 20 viewers, 12 likes. Consider taking a like in here and clicking that like button. Really helps. All right, 13, let's go. 13 likes, let's get it. 14, let's get it. Thank you guys, thank you, really appreciate it. All right, so far there we go. We have our loud order block, we have a resistance, so it makes sense that we rejected out of the resistance, right? Not only makes sense, I mean, look at this. This is not such a 50-50 order block, right? This is actually a very loaded order block to the downside. I mean, it's 78, I mean 68.32, right? So that means that, yep, I think that we could be going for the short. Remember, read first your leading indicator, right? And we're going to be trying to catch the short like this, and then aiming to bounce back up in here to create maybe a higher low. Again, going and create right here a higher low, then a higher high, and then come back down and do a lower low, basically creating the 70% chances of the next range. All right, so it is OZ. What's up, bro? Let me know. Yo, what's going on? What's up, New Guardian? OZ, let's talk after the stream. I'd like to see if I could get you into Infinite Rising. Yeah, absolutely. Also, I do have an affiliate link and would like to anyone to use it. Absolutely, send it over or post it in here. That'll be fantastic. Only 5 Solana. What? Gold? Only 5. What? No, I'm kidding. Yo, G, new Earth Guardian. What's up? All right, 99 each APT. Let's get it. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Share your link in here. And if for any reason it's been blocked, send it over Discord, and then I just repost it here. That'll be fantastic. Absolutely. All right, let's get it. All right, 23 viewers, let's go. 18 likes, let's ramp that liking up. That'll be fantastic, guys, if you can do that. All right, so let's go check out there we go, TAO. Let's just finish this up. So looking for a short and a long. Let's go for that intention trade. We're gonna be aiming somewhere around here. My stop loss is gonna be at the top of that order block, and then of course give myself a little bit of a wiggle room, and I'm gonna be aiming down in here. And then we're going to be going for the opposite trade, right? So I need to add an alert. My alert is going to be very tight right before my entry point. It is going to be at 420.5. Let's get it. Smash that like button. Absolutely. Thank you for that trade intuition. New Ed Guardian says, I spent all day working on my trading strategy. It's done now. We wait and rest. Let's get it. That's fantastic. Piper Academy, $5. It's $5. Oh yeah, absolutely, guys. So if you want to participate on the Discord, it's just a subscription of YouTube. So very important. You need to use the same email for your Discord that you used for your YouTube. It auto pairs. If not, just create a ticket and we're gonna be right there for you. But yeah, $5 a month, not much, and then you get access to the Piper plan. 5% DCA plan, fantastic, phenomenal plan that you can start applying right away. And you also get access to our trading scenario. That'll be really, really good. I mean, guys, I can share the link. Absolutely. You can also send it to Jesse. He also will be able to share that link. All right, let's get it. And I think I got it. Let me see. Oh, no. All right. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So in the meantime, let's take a look at the next. We were talking also about bread. Taking me to the weekly, man. 30 minutes. Bread also having the same V shape. Not really trusting bread. I mean, it did actually broke the trend line, but come on, that trend line. I don't know. It doesn't give me vibes of actually going up, right? Who am I to judge this? Still, we're going to be waiting, leaving this alone. Bread, right? Important on bread. We got a little... Oh, come on. Stop that right there. We were still within the fight. Remember that one? And well, right now, I'm just out of it. Something important about this, let's bring off support and resistance and order block, is that we do have an order block right above us. We'll see that in a second. I was looking at it right before I needed to restart. And, oh man, where's the order blocks? Come on. Support and resistances. And are they activated in this one? Let me just check that out. Oh, they're not. Come on. Or maybe the order block is gone. We'll have to see. Just a second. Ooh, good but hot. Let's get it. There it is. All right. I told you I was not crazy. Now turning you gaslighting me. All right. So we have a big order block, a high order block. Right where we are, yes, it's highly bullish. That doesn't mean that we're gonna pierce through. It also have some bearish or negative properties, right? So what am I expecting out of this? Being pushed to the downside and then stopped acting as a resistance highly and then become a support and do something like that. All right, so I do expect this to be a little itty bitty tiny support resistance, so I'm sorry, not support resistance, range. So I'm gonna be adding my next alert right here at the middle of the soft order block, right? I use the 2 bars border just to calculate the middle of that order block. It's just a little, it's easier to see on my eyes. All right, you got me on, but let's see, you did order blocks over EMAs. Oh yeah, absolutely, all the time. Build the brim with limit orders. What CVD in the order block? Nice. Watch CVD in the order blocks. Perfect. Love it. Absolutely. That really matches what I'm doing here. Love it. Thank you for that, New Earth Garden. Let's go over channels because we do have a channel in here. All right. We have a very nice channel. Something important about the channel is that we're bouncing from the bottom, going in right now into the resistance, which is the middle, right? So if we start making a little bit like this, right, that little range, again, we could be looking into a continuation, right? Like having that little range right there, right? And then pumping up to the top. That will be what I would like to see. Still bread is still a meme coin. Let's go take a look at the useless APT, and I think that will be it for today. Man, I don't know. If you want me to check anything else, please let me know. We do have Sui also right here in our alerts, but I think that we should be taking a look at the useless and APT. Hey, by the way, Ray also caught it. So useless. All right, useless is a little bit more less useless, to be honest, than bread. That is because yes, he had the same movement to the downside, but let's bring up our order blocks in here. And oh, it's not that button. Come on. And there we go. We have a series of soft order blocks in here. Right, Why is it different? Because right here we start seeing the effects. Soft outer block, we're gonna do a little bit of a range, maybe have some structure in here like this, all right? And then we can come back up. This will define the very first trend line in here for then to actually, you know, like leech out of the strength in here. And then on the high order block, which also is pairing, look at this, with this disparity zone, right? Which takes me to believe that we have a higher chance to actually bounce from here. So not only bouncing from that area, if we're a little, I don't know, if we do not follow like step by step, Wyckoff, let's copy this image. Let's put it back into useless. Dude, I love this name. Come on. We do have coming back down in here, right? We have the little range, right? I know it's not a perfect little range. We have the V-shaped recovery. The area what I'm looking for resistance. It is lower than the first little range that we had, which will be creating that 70% chances of ranging. It's not a done deal, but I think that really matches up, right? I think that that's something that we can look at. So I already have added my alert, just in case you're watching. 0.2561, right? I'm gonna be adding another alert right down here, right above the blue line. Why? Because we tend to cross that blue line many times all across the thing. You can pay with ADA, OP, USDC on base. Also, the markets has a top off where you can use a credit card to purchase. What are we talking about? The link. Oh, got it. All right, let's ring it up. Holy, look at that, man. Fantastic, phenomenal. Let's freaking get it. ADA, you are fantastic, bro. Also, Jesse, thank you, my friend, for pushing it here. Really, really appreciate it. Let's do it. Not financial advice, of course, but there we go. ADA, it's showing off, trying to get us in here. Do you have time for chain link? Absolutely. Absolutely, Kelly. Let's go check that out. So let's go and do, what was it? Link. Let's do check that link, and then maybe, dude, you're gonna get me in trouble, man. You're gonna get me in trouble. I'm trying to stay away from gaming, dude. If this is as good as it looks, oh boy. Oh, come on, look at that, dude. What? That looks so sexy. Look at that. Oh man, I don't know. I think this is gonna be, it looks to be very good one. Quick thing, I don't know, I might have some strong opinions, all right? But by the way, there's my opinions. I might have some strong opinions on the characters, skin and stuff. I'm very picky about it, right? Because my specialty, it was CGI architect. So when I use people, dude, they really needed to look like real. But good thing, I mean, if the gameplay is good, I'm all for it. But still, just like trading, man, you're gonna hear me whine about it. Let's get it. All right, so let's go. And Kelly, hey, all set. What's up, bro? Welcome. All right, so let's go check it out. What was it, Kelly? Link. Let me read it. Where is it? Log. Where is it? How can I lose that, man? Carly, send it again, please. Chain link. Thank you. Yes, chain link. Let's go check that out. All right, let's take a look at, let's take out JASMY here so we can check that out. Let's go to 4 hours really quickly. Remember, we were looking at danger trade. It went around and we're still waiting for that possible entry. In fact, we already have a flip of the ribbon goose head. We're going to be looking for a little retracement before we move out of this. All right, so after this, we're going to chain link. There we go. We have a area of supporting here. I'm going to be adding my next alert right down in here, and that is going to be most likely my next entry. Oh man, right there on JASMY on the breakout retest continuation to the upside. All right, so let's go take out link, chain link, right? $800 link. Let's get it all day, every day, chef. And where's the link? Come on. Right? messed it up. Oh. Ooh, come on. Yeah, I F it up. And then I cannot add it again? All right, perfect. So it's all the way down. And then it's almost all the way up. All right, let me just fix that really quickly because my OCD it's freaking terrible when I talk about this kind of things like being so far apart. Link, perfect. All right, so let's go check out link. We have 2 areas of link for a possible entry on the 30 minutes, right? We're talking about this megaphone. We were talking about the flipping here of the ribbon. We burst through it while our flip of the ribbon has already happened. All right, let me turn things off in here. Right, this is a little unexpected because we should be going for a short, but I just don't see it bouncing from here at this point. Let's actually try to be more in line with what we see. All right, let me get started first with the process. Right here, let's turn off main oscillator. Let's click OK. And then we're going to be seeing our leading indicator that is still on the green is flattening out. All right. So far, I'm going to be waiting for the thing to break back inside of the range. If it, the thing, not the 37, the price action. All right. If the price action breaks back inside the megaphone, I think I'm going to be going for a long. By the way, I need to set that alert because that thing started moving the way that we were expecting to. And I was not aware of that. So thank you so much for calling that out. That was a pretty good one. All right, so money flow still rushing out. Volume metrics kind of like wants to go up, but look at that. It's shitty green, right? It's not bright green. So that shitty green doesn't really inspire too much of a pump, right? We already have a tiny itty bitty tiny speck right there that called out the bottom. So, like, for example, something like that, but itty bitty tiny right here, right? So that also means that we could still go in lower. So, long story short, I think we're going to go lower. Is right 100% of the time, 50% of the time. What? What are we talking about? All right, so Mike Vollmer in the house. How's it going, brother? Welcome. All right, so let's bring back up the main oscillator. Please God, I need this so bad, JR says. Oh man, dude, I always read just half of what you're typing, man. I need to come back after the show and actually read it. It is freaking hilarious. Man, I wish I could also just be an spectator right here. All right, so we are above the zero line technically. All right, technically. I would say that let's actually bring up our horizontal period. Let's see. Let's mark it with 0. Going to 0. And lock it.
You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to 0.
0. All right, so technically we're here. We should be winning one more candle. All right. Let's go over here. Let's actually save this thing. Let's zoom out. And I would say that we will have most probable, and before I open up my mouth again, let's see, dynamic reactor and the rest of the order blocks. I think we're going lower. I think that we're going lower, and could be a good bounce down. All right, or at least a range, just like everything else. But the point is that we have a strong megaphone, right? This strong megaphone, right? And we're talking about areas of entry right within this thing, right? Like that. But so far, it actually appears with strength. All right, so let's also bring up our RSI prime. All right, we can still go higher. So no trade for right now. And if we start seeing tiny candles like this in here, that's when we start jumping in for the next short, right? How far could we go? Let's bring that up with those 3 indicators. But I'm also, there we go, in between 2 loud order blocks. This means, I think I had it clear already. Okay, perfect. Bring that up. Perfect. A Y-cuff. It's going to be a Y-cuff for a possible continuation downwards to $15. The only way that we can break through this is going to be a battle between 82 and 88. Whoever gives out the first, all right? So most likely, I would say 82 All right, but that depends because they're so close to each other that we're gonna be seeing bounce, 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 and then most likely somewhere around here, second and third bounce, one of those two is gonna migrate to another. If this migrates here, we're gonna be seeing that disappear, and we might be seeing that. This for me, I think is gonna be plan A. All right, so like this, I think this is gonna be plan A. Okay, when do we long this and when do we short it? Well, we're gonna be trying to short it almost right away, right here. Let me actually add the possible short position right here, and of course add an alert here. Important, and let's mark that up so we don't make a mistake in here. This is a Danger Will Robinson. All right, Danger Will Robinson. All right, so Danger Will Robinson trade. Let's move our stop. This is just a crazy stop, so no, nothing there. Right above between these two areas, even a little bit higher. There it is. And that is going to be about it. The next area of support I see, it is in here, big disparity support area. All right, no smart money entries. Well, maybe here a little bit lower or above, but this high disparity area tells me that they're gonna let it rip. So let's turn off that one. Let's see, let's keep this on. Turned off that one. Let's go for support and resistances. And we have a big resistance in there, along with the supports, of course, like resistance and support. So that validates what I'm thinking. Again, it's not for sure, but I believe that we're going to be ranging here for 1 or 2 cycles and then breaking, I think, to the downside. All right, we need to keep an eye on the oscillator, especially on the RSI Prime. This is where the RSI Prime is going to shine to give you the direction of trading area, right? Also important, if we start seeing the true 7, not the ribbon, this place, the true 7, then starting going lower, remember, execute your short like this. All right, so let's keep it as is, and let me also add an alert right down here, and this alert is gonna act as my next possible trading scenario. So let's go in, add a possible long, come around here, stop loss right there below this line, add a little bit of that wiggle room, and add the top, and that's gonna be chain link for you, my friend. Isaac said reacting what better and planned move. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I also do that. We need to join forces, all said. Let's get it. That'll be fantastic. Let's see. Also, make sure to check out the Space City what breaks after the stream. Let's go check that out. What are we talking about? What's that? Is that the one that you sent me, Jesse? Yeah, that's the one. All right, so I guess we're gonna be checking that out after the show. Let's go. Okay, guys, any other suggestion, let me know. So Space City breaks is Jimbo and his kid. Oh, got it, dude. I did not recognize him. Dude, what? Yeah, you're right. Now I'm looking it back. Yes. All right, absolutely. All right, so let's go check a couple of other stuff in here. AP, that we already gone throughout AP, I think so, didn't we? 30 minutes AP. APT. I think so, because we still have our, yeah, I think so. All right, so let's go over alerts. We have Sui, and Sui went into, there it is. Oh, by the way, the link already moving. Oh yeah, link moving. All right, so let's see, do we have some tiny candles? Not quite there yet, so we'll hold our short, right? Let's go back in here and let's go to Sui. Perfect. Sui still moving onwards. We have this area of entry right here being broken. Maybe that we also were aiming a little bit lower, did not hit the second entry. That's fine. Coming back up, we are right at a trend line in here. Let's bring up our indicators to see if that is going to hold, and of course let's add let me turn everything on just so it loads at the same time, and I just start turning things off. All right, perfect, much better. So now that everything is loaded, let's go piece by piece. First, reactors at the top, and reverses, no reverses, perfect. We're still bearish. Then support and resistance. We have a resistance, but we have had not much of an issue breaking them. We still see some strength, and well, we don't have the money flow still, but it's moving upwards, so be careful with that long. Golden, let me see. All right, perfect. We are into a resistance, and then the next golden line is all the way up here. We're gonna be ignoring this line so far away for now, but we're gonna be taking care of this resistance right here because that is important. All right, the next one, it is, hey, smart money entries, sort of a little bit higher, so nothing really, and order blocks at the bottom. All right, so I think that we're gonna be breaking through. As we have a breakthrough, this might become a fake out, our entry, right, for a higher low, and then off we go. For that, I'm gonna be aiming all the way up here, and remember, right there we have a resistance. There it is, our resistance. In fact, I think I overshoot. Yes, not only we have a resistance, we also had, where was it? Come on, there we go. That's the start of our smart money entry. All right, after that, we're gonna be looking for a short. Not such a big short. Remember, quarter of an entry till now. And if we start breaking through on Bitcoin to the upside, that's when we start shifting our perspective to longer time frame stuff. All right, let me go over and just finish the show with something interesting. All right, remember how we do these channels. All right, let's go to another Bitcoin chart. I think I'm gonna be clearing this up, and I want to go to the weekly. Let me double click. Let me turn everything off. All right, perfect. I think this is pretty good. And then I'm going to be going to my second button right here, clicking the little side button, and then going to regression trend. Now I'm going to be grabbing it all the way down here and pushing it all the way up. All right, perfect. So areas to buy and areas to sell. You buy, you sell, right? You sell, you buy, you sell. Oh, very close to this area, right? Isn't it? So what is that area? If we just go straight downwards that we hit, that is the 100, or yeah, 100K, or 100,400. All right. If we range a little bit and we go over here, we were talking about December, 29 December. All right. December is going to be 106, which means that we can still oscillate through here. I mean, what if we just get in the middle and we pump? Yes, we have seen that before, right? We're at right here, like we oscillate in the middle and then we pop. So we also need a plan for that pop to play it out. Let's go to the daily, and right here, let me clear this up. Let me do it like this. That plan, it's our megaphone in here. Okay, so far we have had trend line. We have had some very nice highs in here, right? So the next area would be, we'll start creating that breakout. So the nice area to break, or the area to definitely break, is going to be the 116. We start breaking the 116, I think we're up for the next leg up, right? Remember, this is breaking. The buyers are preparing for what's coming. Remember, 2 days ago, we were talking about going much lower, the 100K. 100K is not out of the page still, all right? But right now, we're getting closer and closer to the trend line for bouncing up or breaking through. So we already have going through the worst case scenario, which is, hey, hitting 1K and then 70K, okay? But if that does not happen, if then we start seeing just bouncing up from where we are right now, what am I mentioning that? Because if we start seeing that opportunity and then the flip of the ribbon here, we're going to try to long this area and then add back to here and also add back in here to grab the last leg up to the upside for the run. All right. So again, I want to cover most of the possibilities here. So we are prepared and we can do some like couple of like home runs still, right? At the end of it all, if you just joined it late, if you're watching this show after the fact, I still want you to catch a couple of things, right? But not at the cost of the risk or you losing money. So we need to talk about what's going to be the plan. If something, then something, right? If this, then that. So that is going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, guys, hit me up on Discord. Let's have that call and we can join or something. And yeah, we move from there. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining. Hey, we have a TAO alert, by the way. Let's get it. That was under 30 minutes. Right, hitting the resistance. Let's go check our oscillator. Going back into there. We go to the green. Oh, man, we still need to wait a little bit more. Let me see. Do we have some tiny candles? No, we're getting closer to the reversal zoning here. So a little more of a wait out here. I need to add just a little bit higher my alert. And well, as we have seen, guys, thank you so much for being here. And as always, see you guys tomorrow.
Bitcoin is going to zero.
Zero.